man, and we're doing a special edition of the Papi Negro podcast, relationship Q&As. With me today, I got J Guy.
What up, what up?
And I got the homie Hennessy Williams.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And we got the homie extraordinaire, Mr. Dope himself, Azam.
I'm in the back. That was weird.
Is that the Jameson already?
Yeah.
Nigga had two
Fucking
sips.
This is a great start to the podcast.
Oh, it's about to be fun. So, further ado, this part of the podcast, what we usually do, we get in submissions of people talking about relationships or crazy things that happened. And so, without further ado, here we go. So, this is the first one I got, all right? So, starts off, so I'm a white dude. I bring a chick back to my place who is black.
Congrats.
Like black.
Was it?
All right,
so
now that's a problem. I take that congratulations back.
All right. I've been with probably 3 to 4 black girls by this point, but usually the type of girls that keep their hair natural and all. Natural hair and all. You know, the ones that hang around white dudes a lot.
He said black.
That's my problem. Like,
this is the
he
most
meant
racist
like
shit I've
African.
I
Like, I don't know.
don't know if she's talking about
black,
like
you know?
black is beautiful, like those hard.
I'm
like
gonna
the heart-
guarantee he's not talking about black.
But I don't know. I
Is
don't
he
know.
Afrocentric or is she just Wesley Snipes?
Nigga, I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
Okay.
That fucked me up. All right. And so yeah, the ones that hang around white dudes a lot. And this chick was
like
not
slaves? What? What black? What black chicks hang around
You
white
know
dudes
what?
a lot?
I think the black girls he's talking about is those black girls, like the one that have the fucked up weave and be like, white men treat me better. I'm thinking like those.
I
with
don't
the
know any
fucked
of
up
those.
weave, like the Pam Oliver.
Yeah, like it's all fucked up. You see the tracks
Oh, no.
and the braids under it. And she was like, yeah, this chick was not one of those girls. This is the type of chick that Dave East raps about.
Okay.
Her name is African.
hardcore.
Her friends are hood, and she told me her brothers would whip my ass just for fucking. So it's best I never met her family. So we're at my place. Shit gets,
That was her. That's how
a prelude.
That's how she
described
listen, Don't
herself.
even try to meet my family. They'll fuck you up on sight. What?
So
Sexy.
fucking racist.
for real. So we go from the patio. So shit gets hot and heavy. I'll spare those
He
details.
probably was like, "Oh, you black."
We go far from the patio to my room, and we are getting dirty. Now, white people with personal issues love rough sex, myself included.
Yeah.
At some point, I had her hands up and forced her on her knees to suck me off. Cool. While I'm getting head,
Did you
All
really
right.
just say cool?
yeah, I had to
That's
set
like borderline.
That's
you know what I mean?
fucking dark.
it.
Some point.
Like it's nothing. He
I
just said
forced
something
her
heavy. It
on
was
my
like, it's
knee.
nothing.
I forced her on her
Fucking
knees.
dark.
Levels.
Third time this week.
Right. Levels. While I'm getting the head, I start to just naturally pull on her hair while she does it. It's
No.
It's extensional. Now, my naive white ass really didn't take into consideration that chicks like this wear wigs a lot of the time. So I hear that a little suction cup go off, and the force I pulled on her hair with flew my arms to its extent, and the shock made me open
Who
my
is
hands.
this descriptive ass writer, bro?
He's talking about his nightmares.
Suction cup sound.
I threw her wig across the room on accident. I fucking looked down and see her 2019 Coolio head take my dick out her mouth to hysterically scatter across the room to put it back. He said,
Coolio. That's a problem. He's supposed to go.
pretty descriptive, man.
He's supposed to go
got
into
a
the
good
salon with
ideal
her and
picture
see
of
the
this.
process. Is this
Got a
love? Go
good-
look at the process.
the problem is that this man said 2019
19
Coolio.
Coolio.
Can you put a photo of, you can't.
That you should have. These are things.
Right,
like
that
what
if you
Jay
were
said,
professional,
if you
Yo,
told me
you
in
would've sent
advance,
this
I could
out.
have had them.
Okay,
That's a
get out. You
process.
can't be on this shit no more. You can't.
Fucking, I'm not. here
Why I
bringing
gotta get out?
quality
All
to
he
your
did
podcast.
was
He's got you being at, like,
confirmed
the
to what I
news.
said.
Yeah,
He
I'm like,
just
I'm
put
fucking
shit up.
doing work here.
My bad, bro. That threw me off.
Fucking wild.
Wow.
2019 Coolio, pull it up. No, you can't do it.
You,
All right.
audience
Well,
at home, pull it up.
Hold up.
Press pause and look for it.
Hold up.
I'm
Give me.
looking up right now.
No, I can't. There's
It's all
no
good.
way.
The second I realize what happened, she's embarrassed and she starts crying. This makes me laugh even harder. I'm collapsed on the bed crying, laughing at my dumb white ass, giving her what is probably a top 10 most traumatic social experience, and I couldn't even muster anything to say other than holy shit and excuses about being white, which makes my laugh even harder.
That man's a demon.
And a monster.
Bro, 2019 Coolio, wild. Y'all gotta pull this up.
He looked like cool. At that point, he looked like Cynthia off Rugrats. Like when she had like
The doll, just
the doll.
frayed hair.
Bruh,
Woo!
that's
is
worse than Cynthia.
That
is fucked up.
That's way worse.
that is fucked up.
He looks like something
Wow.
from a Japanese horror movie.
So the question is, if you're getting fellatio with a girl with hair like you rip that off and you see that, would he be like, "Fuck it, I'm a soldier on"? Because his reaction, he can't get back into that.
I think there's a lot of things going on. You know, okay, black women aren't wearing very like loose wigs. These wigs are secured.
Sometimes
So whatever
glued.
he did was with unbridled strength. He did
Yeah.
it with all his might.
So he was challenging. He
Thor?
was channeling. I would say.
He's trying to pull out the sword from the stone. It's just
nigga was Sir Arthur.
yeah,
That is
dude, that's crazy. That's how white people fuck.
But the thing
Not
is,
all of them. The
but the
ones
thing
that are
is-
disturbed.
But the
And-
thing is, I think it's on the girl because her weave game is not on point. She probably just got
Ah,
some,
you gonna put it on the girl after
Don't
she
think
was
I'm
You really just
forced
said we
down
game not
into
on
that
point.
position?
Wow.
Don't do me like that. I'm not.
He
You
shoved
not
her
respect-
down.
Man.
He didn't even
You
ask.
have
is
no
this
respect
okay?
for black women.
Just shoved
You're
her.
a monster.
Don't even do me like that, bro.
For the man who pronounces, who's out here exclaiming Haitian men don't cheat.
They don't.
You didn't come here
They
to
don't.
support your fellow sister. Wow.
But
That's
I'm just
crazy,
saying,
bro.
I'm hitting all cylinders and angles. What if her weave wasn't secure like that?
Oh,
Because if you're pulling something like that,
Not
it
the
would-
way this
Are
dude
you- are
sound
you-
like he was going
Because
at it.
if
You know what I
he-
mean?
Yeah, I was
Because
gonna
the
be like, you're
thing
gonna
is-
underman white man strength right now?
No.
And here's the thing: he took it off. Once it popped off, he slung it across the room, bro.
He threw it.
He
You know how much
threw
those
it.
wigs cost?
Yeah.
Hundreds of dollars just
Had a
flew
lot
and
of
hit
money.
the wall.
Extensions
some
are a lot.
fucking-
But the thing
whole
is
wig.
like, but the thing is, I mean, obviously, like, so I used to do hair, mom does hair and all that stuff. So it's like, I know if you have a wig on, like, you know, like all, so if he did it the way he said, that would have hurt her.
You're mad
Yeah.
at the hairstylist right now. That's what you're saying. She
This
didn't
is
pay
coming
for
from a
top
hairstylist.
notch.
You know, I'm like, yo,
This is just a plug for the shop.
TW International Salon LLC. But no, that's, but yeah, like after, like if a situation happens like that, that girl got to leave.
He's bad. That's a bad fuck anyway.
I don't
That
think.
dude's a bad fuck.
That
He
is
wasn't even. He wasn't even fucking.
That-
He was just getting. He was
Zon, what's your
getting.
thoughts on that?
He can't even get head right.
I think
was
I've made
getting
my thoughts
forced.
very clear. His actions were that of a white supremacist, meaning that of black
Hey, there you
culture.
go. He was challenging. I keep saying challenging, but I mean
Channeling?
channeling.
Yeah,
that inner slave owner, bro.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
He was like, man, this
I mean,
shit's black.
To me, it was the moment he threw the he discarded the wig with the disrespect of 1,000 Suns.
Blaming it on being a white guy.
Yeah.
in that culture.
Yeah, he was like,
Sorry,
"Oh,
it's,
I'm such a white guy is for pulling your wig." Nah,
Nigga,
nigga,
how did he
fine.
pull that?
you don't know how to
wig?
pull hair. Like you would have. Like that's it.
You,
don't
gotta
know how
start
to
from
pull
the
hair.
root. You gotta feel.
Yeah,
You
dude.
gotta feel the scalp. You know.
You're better off really putting pressure at the scalp than fucking
Absolutely.
at the ends.
You gotta feel for tracks. You know. If it feel like you got a
feel
SoundCloud on
like-
your head.
even under the wig though. Typically, don't women get it braided down?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
And then you
thing
put
is,
the
if
wig
you
on
run your
top?
hand on it, you would have felt.
You would have felt the mesh that
Yeah,
the
you would have
braids
felt
are
like
under,
the-
and he would have been like,
a few bobby pins. So a few bobby pins. So when you touch that, you're like, ooh.
okay, it's a
So-
landfill.
Yeah, you know,
In the
landmines
girl's
all over the
position,
place.
immediately I would have been like, well, now my family got to fuck you up. I warned you.
But the
I warned you.
but the
Told you.
problem is, he didn't have any disclosure about that probably beforehand.
Doesn't matter. You think just because?
How many
See,
women
this
have you
guy-
dated that told you about their wig first?
That is true.
Or they're insane.
I'm sorry, we live in woke America. If you're a white guy who's not aware that like weaves and wigs exist, you are living under a
And that's
fucking
no
rock.
excuse because even white girls, they
Yeah.
don't call it weave, they call it hair extensions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
not
no
fucking
excuse.
bullshit.
He's just
He
just
can't
wild.
fuck. He's a
bad
fucking
fuck.
demon.
He can't fuck.
He's a demon. All right, we're going to the next one. All right. So this is a crazy Tinder story. This one, it says, dude told me that he would never date a white girl who had dated a black guy because that meant they were tainted.
I've heard of that.
Racism.
No. So I feel like
that's
that
a
is
very common-
very.
No,
I
that's-
think that's
that's a very
very
common
common.
thing.
I listen to a lot of porn stars interviews, just to a thing that I do.
So
Like
you don't
them
even.
just
I'm
talking
so
about the regular
interested
life.
in the
I appreciate
psychology,
that.
bro.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
so interested in the psychology.
You know what's so funny? You don't even watch them fuck. You're like, no, I want to hear their thoughts.
No, show me the after.
Were you a sapiosexual?
No, I mean, yes, I'm very, mindful, but also I'm very interested in the psychology of somebody who does that kind of work. And the whole point of this story is that I feel like that's super common that porn stars have sex and their career is changed once they have sex with a black guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they feel like, oh, man. And even like a lot of their fans will say it to them, oh, I can't. I used to be a fan of yours until I saw you do that video with blah, blah, blah. And you had that black cock in your body. And now it just downplays and it diminishes, their value in that industry. And a lot of them have that same.
That taps into the biggest fear of white people in general, which is white genocide. Like that's their biggest fear, and it permeates in everything they do.
does,
Can't
bro.
even watch porn.
That
You
beige
never-
community.
What?
You never heard a dude talk like that about?
Oh yeah, I've been the guy that dudes have talked about that, and I'm not even that fucking black.
Right.
Like-
they overlook the white side.
Yeah, I'm like, my mom's very blonde and very white.
But wait, there's more. And that white girls only dated black guys because they have big wieners. Who the fuck?
Do
is
you really
growing-
say wiener?
That's what the person wrote.
Wiener.
Like he's a 1950s dad at a
He,
cookout?
he actually said that, including the use of the word wiener.
That is why he's not getting laid.
37-year financial planner living in Del Rey. He also showed me a pic of a dog in a KKK hood. I'm proud to say I paid for my own drink and told him he was racist, which he denied and bounced.
And this is a person she just met at a bar or something.
I guess it was a Tinder date. Like
A
they
Tinder
met him
date.
on
That's
Tinder.
right. The Tinder date.
My whole thing is, what was the conversation?
Wait.
For
So
him to be
I have so
comfortable.
many questions.
What was it that made him feel comfortable in showing her that?
I think he was just testing the boundaries.
Bro,
He knew what kind of crazy things are in his head. He needs to know what kind of soldier he's going into war with.
as soon as she got up and left, he was like, so you fuck black guys. So you did it.
You tamed her. That is
There's a
interesting.
lot of fucking angry fucking people out there about their dicks. They're angry about something happened with their dicks a long time ago,
absolutely.
and they taught their sons to hate black dicks.
That's a deep thing.
They did. That's what happened.
They taught their sons to hate black dicks.
They did.
I remember in college.
Because why wouldn't you not care how many white dudes she fucked if she's white?
You don't.
You
a
don't
lot of
care
white
how
dudes
many
with
white
big
dudes
dicks.
she
I
fucked.
don't
Maybe you don't like
understand
her
this,
being a
like-
whore or whatever if you believe in that, but you're not like, yeah, you fucked 3 other white guys besides me? No. He's not gonna care. But all of a sudden 3 black dudes is way out of control.
Usually those dudes, they like to fuck black chicks.
Yeah.
It's a power thing. Typically, you hear them tell stories about plopping off their wigs and throwing them across the fucking.
You know what's the funny part? I didn't even read those two back to back. It just happened.
Yeah.
Like those are those guys.
That is crazy. But it's funny though, because when I was in college, I remember a guy, I was just chilling with people. It was like in college, so it was like at the lunchroom, we're just chilling. And this guy was like, look at her. You could tell she fucks black guys. And I'm looking at him like, nigga, what? You know I'm here. You ever have that moment where you like catch white people talking, how they talk?
Will they forget you're black?
Yeah,
They,
like-
they almost let you in the club?
Yeah,
You're like, I don't want this ticket. I don't want this
outta here,
fucking
bro.
ticket into this fucking room.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Nah, Phil, you're cool. You're not like the rest
Yeah,
of
yeah.
What? No.
them. Nigga, I'm
I'm
not
not
black
cool.
enough.
I'm not cool.
Stop. No. Oh, okay.
You gotta have that moment because they dropped a hard R and you're like, oh no, no. There's a difference. There's not. No, you're a fucking idiot.
It's like Chris Rock said. You're like, no.
Nah, no.
You don't get
That was
a reference
20
to
years
Rock.
ago. Don't even quote him.
I had some white guy reference Richard Pryor to me. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's ingrained
fuck outta here.
racism.
Is that like unfair? Like, is that our reparations? Like,
What?
we don't even care to listen to. They can't even have any opinion about our cultural shit like that.
No,
Like,
They
he
don't.
can't
Here's
even.
the thing.
Like
They
a guy.
have many opinions of our cultural
Yeah.
shit. We have nothing.
But
Like,
that's
I'm
what I'm
fucking-
saying. Like they try to they're trying to empathize with you or relate to you, and you're like, don't even fucking start.
Well, that's
with
bad
me,
though.
Chad.
You're not empathizing to me if you're like some drunk white dude in a bar coming up here. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What's with the A and then the ER? If it's the same word, how does it matter what way I say it?
We know the root word, but the suffix.
I
So we're gonna go to the next one right now. So boom. All right. I started like every hood nigga. All right, boom. It's fucking Jid, bro.
It feels just like I'm trying to get my show back. So niggas going off track.
Once I met this cocktail waitress who I found out lived on my street. We got to talking and went back to her place after she got off. We started messing around. I should have known that something was up with this girl being a little crazy when she pulled out her big ass magic wand vibrator.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say dick. Should know something was up when she pulled out this big ass dick, bro.
I thought it was cool.
Like,
She
this
lives
is
with
weird.
balls. I thought it was hot, and things got harder when she said to put it in her ass.
okay.
Remind you, this was our first time smashing. We barely know each
This is how she gets down.
Yeah, for real. You start off like
This
that.
is her style.
All right,
Start
okay.
off like that.
So we
you
decided
know?
to keep kicking it after since, and we were neighbors.
What happens when she trusts you?
Hold on. So came to find out she's an anime nerd and pretty eccentric. After some time, I got bored of the fling and ghosted her.
See, men.
No, fuck that.
Men don't
fuck
typically
that.
ghost women like that, bro.
Yeah, they do. That's a dude who's fucking spoiled off of the internet.
Probably. Okay.
We'll see. Okay.
You think he matured and he was just like, I'm too old for this now.
I know this nigga. Trust me. Yeah. I'm even gonna say anything. One random day, I go to get in my car and notice something on my car hood.
That's a note. She
Hold
left
on.
a note.
I get closer and realize it was a pile of shit and not animal shit.
Oh
I
my
was-
God.
I was perplexed and had no idea what to make of the situation. He ended up fucking one of my homies, and she told him that she shit on my car hood. He literally climbed on top of my car hood, squatted, and shit on my car.
She's like, thanks, you released all this bowel fluid when you
I was-
stuck that deal.
I was holding this in, and you helped knock it out.
That's your gift.
But you know what's the fucked
You
up
opened
part?
up some passages.
Just because a girl wants to be, it's crazy because like once a girl wants to be sexual adventurous, like you're trying to piece, okay, how did I not realize this girl was crazy?
Because you were horny.
But because a girl wants something
Definitely.
like that the first time y'all kicking it, would
You know
that
what's
be-
so
Well, men
fun.
go with the fucking lead fantasy. The
Yeah,
freakier she is,
yeah.
that feeds into the fantasy
For
more. So
sure.
you're like, this is more perfect.
As soon
She's even more
like,
perfect. She
and
wants
you
to do
love
this shit.
it, bro. Like I love that shit until I bust a nut, and I'm like, oh my god. What
No, I
have
thought about something
done?
the other day.
This bitch is nasty.
I thought about something the other day. Like,
No one should make your dreams come true on the first night.
Not the first night.
Like
That is
anyone who
true.
just
Not the
makes your
first night,
fucking
bro.
nasty dreams
That is
how
very
come
true.
true.
but there's a problem with guys because sometimes we're so entrenched in the thought of trying to get it that we ignore the red flags.
Oh, all the time, man.
Yeah.
All the time. Like, even
Otherwise,
though
you won't get it.
yeah. If you're just like red flag, I'm out of here.
no, we don't do that.
That comes with maturity. That you gotta
Nah,
feed.
I-
I firmly believe you have to feed the horn dog in you. Let him get sick off of ice cream and throw up, and
Yep.
then he learns
Numerous
to like
times he's
do
gotta
that
get sick.
anymore. Like not engage.
It's like the same
on that level.
What are you gonna say, Azam? But I'm just saying, like, because eventually, it's like when someone gets.
Let me
drunk.
ask you a question. You ever had a one?
I know you nigga. You gonna
No,
throw
no,
me
no,
off
no, no,
course.
no. I'm
You
not.
gonna
I'm
say?
just. You ever had a one night stand with a female and she let you do a lot of stuff you thought you shouldn't be able to do at this point? Yes, right. And in your mind, do you continue that relationship, or you're like, no,
At that point, you're like, yo, he's really letting me do this.
right?
What the? Okay. It's like you're
You keep it going.
Yeah,
You keep it going. You
It's
ride
like
this out. You see what happens.
But
It's
to
like-
me, if that happens, that should be a red flag right there, right? Shouldn't that be your red
I
flag?
won't like. It's a flag, but I won't say it's red yet. It's just a pole.
It's a yellow
It's just
card.
a pole standing up. The flag has not come out yet.
But guys don't
because
give
she
a
could be a
damn.
good person.
Azam is
But you
looking
gotta-
at us in horror,
but you
bro.
gotta
No, I
know
think like
first.
in your mind, like what I do is I convince myself she's only doing this for me. she likes me so much. She's only doing this
You
for
really
me
think
on this
that, bro?
first time. No, not when I bust a nut. I'm like, disgusting. How dare you? You did this with me. That's how low my self-conscious is. I'm like, you did this with me?
Lord
You'll
knows.
do this with anybody.
Exactly. Bro, you look.
I'm out. I
'Cause you
can
did it
never
with
trust
her.
you. I'll never
She's
trust
just
you
a
ever.
reflection of you. It's just a woman being a man, and then men can't handle it.
No, I can't.
You're
I
like,
can't
what?
handle that.
All
You
right,
just
so-
did it for dick? That's gross.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. So this
Super true.
chick from my hometown started to contact me because she was coming up to party in the city which I lived in. So we had some mutual friends decided to meet up. She was pretty cool and super hot, but she had a boyfriend, and I wasn't trying to get in the middle of that.
Those are the worst.
Is it?
The super hot ones that got a boyfriend that still give you the ideal
This
like
gin, this fucking
yeah,
gin.
Like cheater type
bro,
women?
yeah, the worst, bro, the
wor-
worst.
I've never cheated, so I
I
don't
want to
know.
convince you. I don't want you fucking running after me, trying to get me to involve.
So, all right, boom. So she started hanging out at my place a lot, and we would party, and I definitely end up wanting to smash her. Being a good guy at the time, bullshit.
Get out of here. Ain't no
bullshit.
such thing.
I kept telling her that we couldn't do anything because she had a boyfriend.
Unless you over 30.
There was this one night where we all went out and came back to my place after for an after party. He passed out on the couch, and there was another girl there who I ended up taking to my room.
And
When
see, that's the thing. That dude right there can't make up his mind. You know what I mean? And that's what happens to a lot of dudes who try to hit on, let's say, sisters. Like, I'll try to hit on this one, and she don't give me the time, and I'll move to this one. I'm like, nah, I just need something.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, that's somebody who can't think of step C.
No, I
They can
don't.
only think A and B. They
Yep, that's
can't-
me. You're describing me in person right now.
No, that's what you got to do, bro. So, boo, do.
Okay.
All right.
He took the girl to the room.
Yeah. All right. So
End up hooking up with
So
her.
when I woke up in the morning, the girl on the couch ended up peeing herself.
That's
She woke up
She have a
embarrassed.
seizure?
She woke up embarrassed and then became all upset when she found out I was smashing another girl.
You can't be
Yeah,
mad.
she
You
got
got a
drunk,
boyfriend.
peed
Yeah.
herself, and you fucked another chick
Yeah.
at the same party.
What the fuck you want me to do? I told her that I wanted her, but that she passed out and we kissed. Some time went on and we all went out to another bar, and her boyfriend drove in town and showed up randomly.
He felt that shit. He felt that energy. He was like, new dick in the air.
I gotta come.
Gotta get
He
down
came up
there,
to me
bro.
sitting at the bar and began to cuss me out, accuse me of smashing his girl. After about 10 minutes,
I told you. I thought you could sniff that shit out.
You in a crowded bar, pointed right at you.
he probably did the old Hulk Hogan fucking stare like, you, brother. But, dang, you called that. But my whole thing is, at that point, how the hell do you know?
How do you know if your girl
But I'm,
want to
but I'm
smash it?
saying, like, how did he know out of all people it was that? She must have told him that, oh, I'm hanging out with this guy.
Bro, you know.
He's been suspecting her for a while, and he
Yeah.
got snoopy, and he probably
Yeah.
did his
Yeah.
own independent research.
Oh, absolutely. So okay. So after about 10 minutes of him just yelling at me, he finally threw the first punch. We got into a fight. Then he got
finally threw
After
the first
minutes
punch.
of yelling, fucking
Yeah.
passionate. Like,
we got into a fight, and then he got kicked out while I got to stay in the bar. That night, I took his
Who
girlfriend
stays
home
at the bar?
and made her mine. About a year later, I ran into him at a party, and we made amends. And he finally asked me if I was actually smashing his girl. I told him the truth, and I told him that I didn't
fought
smash
again.
I didn't smash his girl until the night that he punched me.
he punched me again.
That's boss, bro. Like, nigga, I didn't smash her, but when you hit me, it made me go, yeah, I smashed her. So that's to be. It's weird because like I feel like if I
Does
was,
he have a new girlfriend? Like this dude? Like I think he need a shorty in between so that he don't like erupt with anger once again at you telling him, well, actually, I took petty revenge and fucked her that night.
but I, like
That's some Jay-Z, Nas type of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
But the thing is worse is that.
you try to battle me, bro, I'm
But
gonna
the-
fuck your girl.
But the worst part about that, he said it out of
your girl.
sincerity. Like they're like, oh man, we're making amends, and he's like, hey man, did you smash her? He's like, yo, bro, I smashed
That's
her.
a basic male principle that women are
Property.
objects. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like they're objects,
That
and
was
you
a
could
Monopoly
use
game.
them to upset somebody else. Like I could break into your house. You know what I mean? I could break in the house and destroy your house, and you'll feel violated. And that's because that's my property. And it's the same thing with a woman. You fuck my girl, and I feel like that's my property. That's my thing. You just violate the hell out of me. You know what I mean?
Dude. The thought of another dude smashing a girl I'm messing with, like, that really.
I think there's a maturity level in there.
I have a thing about that.
What
I
is-
really
you
do.
can't- Yeah,
What
because
is
it's
it?
not yours.
Yeah, you have to divorce yourself from her,
Yeah.
like her body, because that is a thing she threw around before she met you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
She was not wrapped in fucking saran wrap waiting for you and shit.
No, that's true. It's
Like
the male ego.
you gotta fucking imagine your girl getting railed so that you can live.
It's the male ego,
She
though.
was living that porn
No,
star
it's
life.
not the male ego. It's some male egos.
Let me ask you a question. If you dating a girl,
weakness is what that shit is. Weakness.
you dating a girl and you've been with her for 5 years, and you found out she randomly hooked up with a dude, let the dude shove this dildo up her ass, and then she shit on his windshield. After 5 years, you've been with her. You love her. Does that change your opinion about her?
Absolutely, bro.
It does?
Dog, a girl cheat on. Wait, hold on. Are
She
you
cheated on you.
She
and
didn't
then
cheat
got
on
her
you. No,
heart
no, 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 no,
broken?
no, 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 no. This is her past.
Oh,
This is
okay.
the.
Yeah.
This is. I'm trying to bring full circle that story about the girl at the bar who got the dildo shoved up her ass and the shit on the boy's window and all of that. But to me, that's
No,
the same,
he
like,
didn't. He didn't stick the dildo on. He told her to put his, to give her anal sex. That's pretty much what he was saying.
Right, but
Yeah.
he did it with a
I don't know if he said that, but I don't think he did.
Anal sex happened on the first night.
on
Exactly.
the first night.
Yeah.
Right. So if you find this is the thing, I do a bit on this, but if you married to a girl, y'all been married 10 years and you got 2 kids together, and randomly you get a image message on your phone and it's some nigga who sent it to you and it's nut all over her face.
Oh my god.
And it happened 10 years ago.
So she looked
Yeah,
young.
20. She looked way young. You looking at the pictures in the back, you're like, oh, I could recognize that was 99.
Yeah.
when that happened. Does that change your entire perception in that whole 10-year relationship you had, and 2 kids you were together? Does that
Why do
change
you
your
do-
idea about her?
Were you together during that time? That's
no,
it.
you weren't together at that time.
You may.
She was
it depends
whoring
on the
out.
person. It depends on the person.
Who
Some
sent you
dudes
that?
are that kind of fucking aggressive. Like
exactly.
I can't handle the idea of
Exactly.
you doing
And that's the
anything.
thing. If that's your possession, and that happened before you even claim that possession, that's a power over you that you can't control.
I'll give you an example. I was involved with this girl, and we were talking, whatever, and I was like, yo, we're like kind of dating, and we're like, yo, you ever mess with a black dude before? We're joking. She's like, yeah. I was like, oh, do I know him? She's like, you probably do. I'm like, is it one of my homies or whatever like that? And she told me the name of the person, and I was like, you remember when Simba saw the stampede coming, how he went, like, when I heard the name, it was a football player. I'm not going to say the name of the football player, but he's a very good football player.
Reggie Bush.
I'm not saying
It's got to be ready
even
know
better. Even better. Don't say the name.
Yeah, no.
Don't say the name, but he's a fucking amazing football
He's
player.
still in the NFL right now?
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
I
Oh,
did
wow.
that math real fast.
Yeah. This nigga,
They'll
he's
tell me after the show.
yeah, dog. He's really. Now I gotta.
Now, here's the thing. You hearing that information, that can go to your head 2 different ways. That can go to your head like, oh, I can't compete with this dude. Or you can be like, I want to smash the same dude.
Don't
this
say the
dude
name, but-
smash. I know, but I'm just saying, in your mind, you could be like, I want to see how I stack up to this dude.
But hold on.
You know what
To
I
be
mean?
honest-
Like, that's how my mind works. Like, I know my dick game's pretty good. I want to see if she's smashing
Yeah, I was like-
this Pro Bowl type of dick. You know what I mean? If she
Pro
got
Bowl
Pro
dick.
Bowl dick,
But you know what?
like amazing, never seen this type of
Generational dick.
generation. You know what I mean? Like, I've never seen this talent before in my life.
We're talking worth a first-round draft pick.
Bro, like
Couple
2
of 'em.
first-round draft
Couple of
picks.
'em.
2 first-round
And
draft
face
picks.
a
Like,
franchise.
and like a franchise tag. This
you know what-
franchise tag dick,
The
bro.
thing that crazy, it messes with your mind. It's like, yo, he is throwing grown men that work out to defend against him.
Yep.
What the fuck did he
Around.
do to this girl?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is
Probably
happening?
provided
like
very,
me, my
very
ego,
gentle penis.
bro. My ego, I would totally be like, yo, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to put in work. I want to see something. You know,
You want to move up very psychological
Yeah.
with your
If
sex.
she
Your sex must become
moans,
very
I'm like,
psychological.
oh, I'm in. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I could have been to the Pro Bowl. Like,
When I heard that, I was like,
I
yo, that.
but see, also some dudes will hear that and be like, "Oh, you had black dick. You're tainted. You are.
I can't talk to you anymore.
tainted." Right.
I don't think this
It
is
doesn't
going to
bother
work.
me
Your
that he's a
value
football player.
has
It's
the-
just that he's black.
Ugh.
And then again, you don't even know
Yuck.
the whole story because football players be wild as fuck, bro. I've heard some crazy stories.
Well, if you fuck a football
Oh,
player, you're
come
almost
on,
promising
man. That's
to
like fucking
be
a
in a
boxer,
train.
bro. You fuck a boxer, you're like, oh, this dude, he had to like fucking mush you in the back of the head at least. Like that has to be physical, bro.
What if a boxer just came quick and there's nothing you can like he had stamina for days, but the dick just because that's
feel like
always
that's probably-
possible.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
plenty of
No.
jack
Yeah.
dudes who
Yeah.
come quick. I know.
Hopefully it's that dude.
yeah, I was like,
Hopefully.
nigga, how do you know?
Hopefully.
Just before you move on,
That's the Pro Bowl
I just
dick
wanna
that
point
she
out
got.
That every time there's a chink in the armor of your ego, Jay just focuses on it and fucking like death by 1,000 cuts in your fucking ego.
It don't even matter because I already know. I already addressed this in the previous episode.
Yeah, but every time he's like, "No, I want you to dig this grave deeper. It's beyond 6 feet. We're like fucking touching the goddamn mantle of the
Hold on,
crust.
what did you say?
It's beyond 6 feet.
I heard
grave you're digging
I heard
with your
something
ego.
else. I was like, I thought you said Beyonce's feet. I was like, is this nigga joking on me right now?
You like them feet, bro.
Hey, whatever, bro. Who cares, bro?
Them feet.
I'm saving all of my my foot fetish jokes for later.
I don't even care, bro. This is.
I've noticed on Instagram you're flagrantly posting feet jokes now. I'm like, he's
You're just like
really
trying to get the
grateful.
audience used to what's coming next.
Yeah,
Like 2020, I'm going hard
when
with
they
feet, so I'm trying to get it.
Podcast 2020 talking only about the prettiest feet.
Hold on. I've only
every
posted that
time
like
he-
twice or 3 times.
5.
No, it's,
I was counting, dude.
It
Because
is-
I knew
Miss
we were
Pedicure,
gonna be
USA.
back here, and I was gonna have that ammunition.
no,
Rack.
it is not
Ready.
5. It is not 5.
5.
It is not 5.
5.
It is not
You've
5.
made
You know
5
what?
posts in 3 days about feet.
I don't have that level of information, but I remember seeing 5.
Black men, Haitian men don't cheat. Is
Oh, it's that or like some wild.
That's the brand. Is that the brand at
Dude,
this point?
I'm like telling jokes on stage about this shit now. It's just.
Yeah, it's
It's good, bro. I opened up a
brand
gate
is
for you.
yeah. He's
Take credit
campaigning
for
on this.
I just had to point that out. I just every time it's like, but like, what if?
But like, what if you know? I'm like this motherfucker. It's
What
not
if she got fucked with a dildo that was attached to a chainsaw?
I
Would you
was
still
like,
be cool with that?
Can't
Like,
do that, bro.
holy shit!
It's that Jameson, bro. This motherfucker here.
I love Jameson.
I have it on camera when you
do that.
replenish your glass, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is
Oh,
going downhill quickly.
All right, so the other one. So I was dating a girl for a little over a year. I suggest we start playing this video game together. Think it'll be a good way to bond.
Oh, never try to bring a girl into your happiness.
The game was a computer game called Ragnarok
about it?
online. We played it for a couple weeks together, and she really got the hang of it, and it was fun. Things were going great until she joined a guild. Now this is some.
Oh, she
nerd
took it
shit.
seriously.
She started making friends, which was cool until I noticed she stopped calling me as much. This was summertime, and we were in high school.
This is the most
At the
nerdiest
time.
shit I've ever heard.
So phone,
Dude's 19, you don't know what to do now.
so phone calls were a must. Then after 2 days of not hearing from her, she gives me a call and tells me it's over. After me begging and sobbing like a little bitch, she eventually told me there was someone else.
Yeah.
That's sad.
it's
Boom.
abrupt, it's
Just
always
like that, a year and something of dating down the drain. I was hurt and depressed and thought maybe gaming would make me feel better. I logged onto the game. Not even 5 minutes later, I was greeted by another guild member.
He's like, yo, I'm fucking your bitch. Here's a picture of her with my nut on her face.
So we fought.
Yo, you
ain't even gonna fight, bro. He not even
You
gonna
referenced
fight.
that so much. Did you do that to someone?
No, I think about doing it, though, all the time.
You'd love to send someone.
I think about doing it all the time. Like, I see my
Like revenge
ex.
porn?
Yeah, like, not
That's a
revenge
crime
porn. Not revenge porn. Like, I'm not trying to make my girl out to be some kind of whore or anything like that, right? It's just I want to show this dude this is what
You
she
don't
let
care
me
about it.
do. Like, I don't
But
care
that's
about it.
great.
She let me do this
You
to
said
her.
your ex?
She stopped mattering at that moment.
Huh?
You said your ex?
No, it's like my ex, right? So I see my ex online or whatever, and she posted up with some dude making out or whatnot, and it's like an ego thing. It's like, how you gonna keep posting? You know what I mean?
Like,
This
I ain't
dude's
do
super
damage.
happy, right? So a dude like you,
You can't live her social media life. For you
But what I'm saying is, a dude like you, your pride. If I sent you that picture and she's like covered,
Oh, dude, I'd have
like you'll have to end it.
I'm gonna
You'll
have to come
end
see
it.
you, bro.
And
I don't
it's
know.
just like
No,
me
no.
making sure she knows her life is still trash without me. Like you can't move on. Like I'm the best you'll ever.
So you're
get.
like, I'm a bleach stain in your life. Ain't no
That's
getting
what
rid
I'm
of
saying. Like I'm that guy.
Dog.
I'm very petty like
Dog,
that.
you're
But I
evil.
haven't done it. It's just it's
just
an evil thought there.
living
You
it.
know
Hold
what
on,
I'm
hold on,
saying?
hold on. Wait,
That's
wait.
what to
Fucking
me.
speech.
I
To
wanna-
me,
wait,
it's
wait,
like,
wait.
like that. To me, that's what makes me.
Cut this nigga's mic off. Cut this nigga.
I don't even know which one he is. Oh,
No,
wait,
no,
I
don't
figured
cut
it
it
out.
off.
he-
I'm gonna stop
he just
talking. I'm
yanks
gonna stop
cords.
talking.
You see you see how we got him to stop talking?
Well, no, that's
Cut his back. No. Wait, he just brought up forever petty, forever roasting. The
how long you
Papi
gonna let
Negro
that lady
podcast.
control your mind, son?
No, it's not even that she's
good
controlling my
Lord.
mind. It's that my ego, my pride is so high.
That is
it's like
that is control.
no, it's not. It has nothing to do with her. It has nothing to do with her.
You are talking about me having pride and ego, bro. You're probably worse than me.
No, I'm way
You
worse
are
than you.
fucking
Yeah.
I'm way worse than you.
Ego soaked.
And it's you know what's the funny
You
part?
saying she posted a picture in your face as if it's
No,
like
no, it's
you
not
are
in my
at you.
face. It's not
Okay.
because we're not
You
friends.
see the anger in this
I
man's
go
eye?
and look her up. Like I go look her up to make sure her life's still trash.
Okay.
Right? Like, hey, your life needs to be
I need to make sure your life is still trash.
because-
You don't control my mind.
No. It's in my mind that you can't do better than me.
Okay.
Right? You can't be happy without me. I did so much for you. I'm so dope. Like that's how my ego is. Like I'm dope.
How much
I'm
more
dope
power
as
would
shit.
you have if you wished everyone well?
No, I do wish everybody well, except for
No, you
her.
don't.
Except
You know what
for
I'm saying?
her.
Wow.
No.
Bro, if you want to send a photo of
First of
your
all-
nut on a girl's face, bro, and you thought about that, I'm like, yo, bro, you're
Here's
treacherous.
the thing, right?
You're a demon.
Here's the thing. If you have an ex, and this is my ex, and I'm speaking from personal position, I broke up with her. I'm like, you're
And
the
you
problem.
feel like this?
No, it's not even that I feel like this. It's a pride thing that it's me saying, I did this for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I understand my value. I understand my value in a situation. I know you'll never have this, right? I know you'll never have the value that you had with me, and it's because of your faults that you
Hey,
couldn't
nigga, you know I'm still
sustain.
reading this, bro. Y'all just
He's already fucking
Yeah.
buried this chick.
Phil, the moment
And
you decided to go to the liquor store is the moment you had zero control over your own
Yep.
podcast.
That's
Yeah.
what it was. As soon as he let me get this,
Yeah,
it
you
was
were
a wrap.
like,
As soon as it was like, hey,
This
you want to go to
podcast
the
is
liquor
brought to
store?
you by
I was
Jameson
like,
whiskey.
yeah, fucking Jameson Irish whiskey.
Yeah,
ruining
so-
nights one drink at a time.
yeah,
I
I'm never.
apologize. Hey,
getting-
fans, I apologize. This is all jokes. I don't check on her social media like that because she deleted it. She deleted it.
Can we get a name?
She deleted
Right.
it.
So all right, so
I made her quit Facebook.
That's
Shout
what I
out
did.
to me.
all right, so I was
know-
greeted by another guild member.
This
He
guy.
asked me if it was true, nigga.
I don't have a mute button, so you're gonna have to eat this.
There's no
This
dump
nigga
button.
here. I was greeted by another guild member. He asked me if it was true if Rose broke up with
Dude
me.
is a loser, bro. Like you a loser.
But I don't remember his
also-
name.
But also, bro, shout out to you, my guy. You gotta do more for yourself, man. You gotta take care of yourself. Dude, hop on the treadmill, get them weights in, feel good
You
about
have
yourself.
no idea what physical condition
I don't
he's
know
in.
what he
We
is.
can guess because he's in a
Yes,
guild.
he's a loser, bro. He,
I'm
like,
gonna,
what I'm saying
gonna
is,
cut you off right now and let Phil continue.
Yeah, this nigga's wildin', bro. He asked me if it's true if me and so broke up. Blah, I don't remember his name. That shit killed me. This bitch broke up with me in real
Jesus
life
Christ, she's
to
got a
date
name.
some virtual fuck she've never met. Dude lived in like Texas or some shit. Anyway, I had to find out for myself, and I teleported to the location where they were at and used the skill to turn invisible. This is ridiculous. This is so what.
I mean, my mic's not on. I'm just gonna
He's
talk
not-
really loud so that his mic.
Wait,
pick
I
up
turned it. I turned it on. I turned it on
Okay,
for the
alright.
love of God.
My thing is that dude clearly.
this
This is a virtual reality life he's living, bro.
this is like, what's that fucking show? Black Mirror type shit.
Yeah.
I transported to Texas.
So he went
So,
to
like,
the chat room. That
All right,
they
so
were in.
I-
Finish the story. And then
So
have a
I
question.
cloaked my way into being able to see what they were texting. Turns out I see them calling each other baby. I deleted the fucking
man,
game.
this
He hits me back
guy,
up a week later
bro.
saying he cheated on her. He asked if I could
This
forgive her and take her back,
Hennessy, I'm gonna let you
which
take
I
this one.
did.
Yeah, he did.
Which I did.
Relationship lasted another year, and I broke up with her for being crazy and jealous.
Dang, he been
And
with her.
realizing
he got
I
back
was a
with her
dumb
after
fuck.
that. You got back with her after that episode of
Yeah.
her leaving you from some virtual reality dude.
Okay, so a number of things. What is his internet bill? Because, like, do you need it in your life that much, son? You gotta leave the house.
But my whole thing is that if y'all dating, y'all in different states, you get cheated on. That must have meant that
I mean,
she saw another fucking character chilling with another character.
Words are powerful. Whoa, hold up. Words
all
are
she's got is those
powerful.
words.
Yeah, words can do a lot.
Let me.
But-
I want to. The way I break this down is that he introduced her to this world.
But that's the
Right.
thing about dudes. We always get very protective over the things we give our women.
So
We
he
get very
right,
protective
yeah.
over their
and
choice
it's
of
just like, hey,
music,
look what I showed
shit
you,
they're
right?
into.
Look what I showed you. I showed you this new world that's super fun, and women have the. I feel like it's inbred in them to take that and turn it against us.
It's not. It's just if anything you show a woman, and if she takes genuine interest, it is hers now, independently of you.
That's what it is.
Her love
man.
for it has nothing to do with you. Eventually,
You know what I mean? I
Like,
don't.
she
I don't
can
agree with
divorce
that
us.
100% because
And why is that?
it's because soon as he decided I'm gonna leave them alone, in her head it wasn't as good. She broke him. That was her game. I want to break you, and I want to do it doing something that you love because that's a natural, intrinsic, innate thing
you know
for
what
a
though
woman.
about that idea? I understand the theory behind it, which is the shit test. If you can stand me trying to change you, can I want to stay with you more? But the problem is it can never be shown in her woman's mind that way because she cannot succumb to evil.
Logically, she can't understand what she's doing.
But
She
the
can't
thing
understand
is-
but that's what she's doing.
But she
using-
changed. She changed when she realized that he's not in the game no more. And
Right.
the only way
Now
she's
it's
cheating
like-
on him is through that game. She lost the hold of what she could do.
She stayed with him for a year, bro. She went
She
back to him.
tried.
She
That's her
tried.
trying. She actually wanted to be with him.
Yeah. So but the problem is that
It was like, hey, look, I know you love this, and I want to control you. This is the psychology behind this. I want to control you. I know you love something, right? We're in a relationship.
There's a
together. I
lot
know
of
you love
women saying
something.
that's absolutely
I want
poppycock.
to control you.
It's on the
100%.
right track. I want you ladies to understand. A lot of
Right,
you are
I'm
not
understand.
agreeing with this right now, and I
don't
know
care.
that.
I don't care. But
I
that's
feel
what
like-
you do innately. Like, it's just a part of your being.
did
to
one
want
girl
to
just
fight?
This one girl break you, bro, and then you're like,
Nobody
"Yo, fuck
broke me.
Well, every
motherfucker.
dude's been
There's
broken.
Nobody.
Every dude's been broken.
True.
I don't know. I feel
When you're like 7 years old and she throw your fucking necklace on the ground or whatever, like that ruins you. You're done forever.
Yeah,
You're
yes.
done forever.
For
Anything you
sure.
do to a child,
For
the
sure.
society pays for the rest of that person's life.
That's actually
Azam,
very true.
what do you
I
have
think
to
though,
say?
but I think that's
Let him talk real quick. What do you guys say about
You
this?
guys don't have time for how much shit I have to say.
Not, bro. You have to. You've been shaking your head rigorously
You
over there.
fucking, how fragile are your fucking egos? Like, doesn't matter.
Balsa wood.
Yeah, it's like fucking non-existent. It's like fucking paper
This is
glass.
forward ego.
Like,
This shit ain't
sugar
even
glass.
real.
God,
son.
it's
Stunt
barely
movies.
existent. Like, who cares?
Nah, bro. You gotta stop.
And he's fucking in it to win it.
I'm mad too. Come on, I want to. Yeah.
I mean, like, it's fucking. Who cares? She fucking left you. Like, she left you for a guy. on the
Azam.
fucking internet.
That's the biggest
Wrong
thing
with
men
cheating
have
on,
is
bro.
we keep giving people
What?
power over us,
He's
even
like-
though we think we make us powerful.
He's like,
That's on, bro.
He's-
Like, this is what I'm saying,
I have-
man. And I'm not an expert at all, right? I'm not an expert at all. I've dated a multitude of women
That's what
from
makes you an
different
expert.
type of. I'm not an expert though, but I'm
I'm not a good researcher, but I did a lot of research on the
I've done
study.
so much research in my own personal life, and my thing is, a lot of people don't do introspect. They're not able to articulate how they really feel, and they don't do a lot of self-analyzation, right?
Fair.
I think that's a lot of people, and I think relationships suffer because of that. People don't know why they're doing the things they're doing, and I think women in general, very generally speaking, get a lot of stuff without knowing why they're going after it. right? They're doing a lot, and they don't understand why they're going after. Why are they doing this, right? So a lot of women are assumed to be crazy from a male's perspective because we're like, I don't understand what this behavior is for. I don't get it. I don't understand why you're doing this behavior, and it's for certain reasons. And most of those reasons are to test a guy at the very basic nature, to test a guy and make sure he's still a man that can do man shit. Provide for me, you know what I mean? Protect me, fucking, do the things that men do to show your value, right? As a man, you're doing things
Marriage
to
numbers
show
are
your
down,
value.
and I read an article. It's because that women
change the
feel
subject.
that men are losing financially in a place where it's not feasible to marry them anymore.
Jay, you're
So, the idea that you cannot, no longer can provide,
Jay,
Right, no,
and
no, no.
forcing marriages is down.
No,
Hey,
okay,
yo,
so just
Jay is
I
over.
want to parallel off of what he said,
And
right?
so-
Wait, pause. First, what the fuck did you just make?
Yeah, bro.
I
Like,
made
That is
ginger
fucking-
ale
that is barely,
Jameson.
That is, you
Yeah.
poured that with the aggression
Yeah.
of a man who is about to go fight an army by himself.
He just, he finishes shit.
Squeezing it.
And that's what the fuck it is.
Well, Hennessy's over here having a fucking diatribe about fucking marriage rates.
No,
This is why
this is what I'm saying. Look, we're getting off topic.
No, no,
And
no,
I
you-
apologize.
Hey, no, we're good.
I apologize.
We're moving on, bro. We're moving
on.
This nigga here. So this is the last one. So this starts off. So back in 2011, caught this bitch cheating with my boy's
This
backyard
nigga,
neighbor.
2011. That's 9 years. He's still hurting from this shit. This isn't haunting his
He's
life.
28.
8 years.
He's 28.
Back in 2011, son. He tell this story every
Nigga
day.
talking
in
like
the
a war
capital.
story. All right, so backyard neighbor to get back together. 2 months later, catch her cheating with her ex. Last time it happened, I dropped her off at home.
You know why? Because that ex treat her like shit.
Okay, bet.
He's a man.
It's been
he
2
tells her,
minutes.
hey, you know your space. You know your spot in my life. And you know my value. And if your dude ain't living up to that, who you coming back
You know
to?
what I feel like?
That's a weird thing.
I feel like the niggas he's talking about is him. Like like it's definitely
Hey.
him.
I was about to be like, you drank.
I know this nigga. I am this nigga.
This nigga is.
Hey.
This
I was about to
definitely
say
is
you've had a lot of honesty juice over there, and it's getting
Real,
really
Bro,
honest.
that's what makes a great podcast, right, Phil?
So
I'm not sure how this is gonna come out. I'm
Yeah.
sure it'll be your highest rated. You'll probably crack 1,000 views on this one,
Bro.
based surely on the fact that it went well the fuck off the rails.
Yo, it really did. I'm looking at Jay like,
this is
I
great.
can say from personal
great.
experience.
I should have had Hero on this motherfucker.
This is great.
Yeah.
So
And he's like, yeah, bro, shoulda. You fucking idiot. What'd you do here?
You know what's the you know
never let me go to the liquor store.
you know what's the fucked up part? I was trying to be accommodating, like, you know what, let's have fun, chill, blah blah blah. Yeah, he was like, yeah, Phil, let's get some liquor, man. I'm like, all right, cool. Because you know he low key sounds like Terrence Howard a little bit.
Maine.
You think so?
Like
A little
touch,
bit.
just a touch.
Say Maine. Say Maine.
Man.
Yeah, just a touch.
You definitely
Hey,
look like
man.
you definitely
Yeah,
sound like
man.
Grow your
Hey,
hair out. Get the full
Yeah,
comp.
if you grew that out and you walked into a club on really like midway
Lucius
through like a
Lyon.
Taco Tuesday when like white
I
girls
wouldn't
were
say he
love
looks
Taco
like
Tuesday.
him, but he
No,
sounds.
but if you get like a tipsy white girl, you'd be like, I'm the dude from Empire. You'd be like, word.
You think that'll work?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean,
You think a
I'll
lot
try
of
it.
white
I have
ladies are
convinced-
fucking?
I have
Want
convinced
Terrence
drunk white
Howard?
girls.
You think that's the fucking? They're like, you
I
know,
have-
I fuck a
Iron Man
black guy.
1?
Yeah. I convinced a drunk white girl I was Drake once.
I was in middle school when that
And it
came
worked.
out. So yeah, but last time it happened, I dropped her at home. It's been 2 minutes. I call her, phone off. Go back, check the window. She's not there.
This nigga checked the window, bro.
That pussy
What
lethal.
kind of stalkerish shit is
She must have
that?
been a squirter.
fucking check the window.
I go back.
Yo, that's the girl that lets you do it in her butt the first night, and you're like, "This, I love this." I'ma check her window, son.
I go and get my boys and some random bitch that was hanging with. We go back to her block. While I'm in her room, they walking the. This is what.
He does not explain how he got in the house. He's
Nah.
just like, so I'm in her bathroom, right?
It's a little light B&E. Just a light B&E.
He just skips over that detail.
He edited all the self-incriminating shit. I'm like,
Yeah, light B&E. Just a little light B&E.
it's like breaking and entering. It's just like, all right, boo. So while we're in the
Dude
room,
about to admit to a murder.
I'm about to.
About to
Me and
get
my
the
friends, we
evidence.
freaking out. We drive through the Everglades. We trying to look for a place to put this shit.
She called me while I'm in her room talking about she home, her phone was dead and charging. I told her I'm in her room. Hold up, this sounds like a Lifetime movie.
Gosh, yeah.
She
coming
said,
from inside the
In your house. You not in your room. You know how I
you
know?
ain't fucking
Because
home.
I'm in your room.
She said she went for a walk. I dip out the window, catch her outside. My boy's there. I tell that bitch, give me her phone. And she didn't want to.
Niggas are crazy. No, you get no pass. You get no pass.
Yo.
You get no pass.
It gets worse.
I don't.
And just to let y'all know, I read through this just to add to the spontaneity. But yo, this shit, she didn't want to. I got her in a chokehold trying to grab her phone.
You ever heard somebody try to explain their way out of murder?
With the last time you had stories like this, didn't I say this podcast is going to go from just a light comedy podcast about dating
This
to
is what
fucking
happens in the
serial?
sticks of Florida.
Now there's going to be a white girl with a soft voice being like, and on June 3rd is when he choked that bitch in her bathroom.
Yo, I got her in a
you done?
chokehold trying to grab her phone. Bruh, she deletes everything while I'm struggling to breathe. While struggling to breathe, she was so dedicated to not getting caught. My boy
He was like, she was more dedicated to dying than letting me read them text messages, son.
She'd rather die than let me see the phone. That's how I knew she was cheating on me. He
yeah.
just starts crying while he
is
chokes
happening?
her. Open my phone, bitch. Motherfucker.
My boy stopped
Niggas
me
out
from,
of
Went
his
in the
mind.
recently deleted.
hold up. My boy stopped me from literally choking her out. She eventually came clean. And
All right, that's enough.
She came clean. Yo, my God, she's about to die. Yo.
You don't see the halo on her head, my nigga. She's almost dead. So my boy stopped me from literally choking her out. She eventually came clean. My dumbass took her back. You're a dumbass.
No.
She asked to come back.
No. My dumbass took her back.
My
She
dumbass-
is the idiot who took the guy who broke into her house and choked her.
And he's
There's like
trying to
7 felonies you described in this fucking story.
look how fucking deep the abuse goes from back in the guild days.
You know what's the crazy part about this? That like I love the twists and turns. And
Nerd niggas are just as dangerous as anyone else.
feel
Don't
like-
let them glasses.
no. This
is a different
It's a different story. I'm high. So I'm still furious though.
But yeah. So, bam. Wow.
That
that
very
threw me
subtle trash from Jay, which when you listen to the podcast, you'll hear.
I don't
Trash.
respect, like, I have a very low respect threshold for dudes who let women do shit like that, man. You know what I mean?
It's an abusive
like
man.
It's
flat
not,
out
I'm not,
abusive.
I'm not abusive, but I understand, like, that behavior where girls, like, I'm never gonna sneak in a bitch window. Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Like
I
being
need to
an
know,
assault.
like, that's how my pride, my ego
Yeah.
needs to feel like that, like a chick can't cheat on me. Like, I got, you know, I got.
So we're gonna finish this.
Okay.
So
all right. Let's finish it
I
up.
hate you, bro. I hate you.
feelings mutual. So dumbass took her back and was with this bitch till I was locked up for 2 months.
No.
And found out she fucked like 3 niggas I know while I was locked up, and now I have trust
Hey,
issues.
hold on. She fucked
Okay,
4
okay.
niggas. One of them you don't know about. My
Okay,
guy.
so
you
let me
don't
get
know
this
about
straight.
one of them.
Hold
You
on.
only know 3.
Wait, hold up. One thing I want to preface this. This was supposed to be on the first Q&A, but being that I like forgot about this, so I read
You're
through
so
it now.
professional.
Boom. I really wish I had a drop board right now. I could have been like,
No, because
fucking anything. Yeah.
no, because it was submitted like last minute, and I was just like, all right, this is the one I already have. And so looking back, I was like, the fact that he was talking about,
I didn't need to read this on air.
yeah, I just said, the fact that he talked about, oh man, I think he's cheating on me, and the fact that you got in her house, we don't know how.
It's light beanie. Light
And-
beanie.
The window.
Yeah, and then you got
You know how,
accomplices.
like, women tell their story. You know how you hear women tell their story, and it's just like, wait a minute, you cut that dude up?
Yeah, that's how he told
That's
the story.
not part of the story. He was cheating with that bitch, but you stabbed him 7 times.
Yeah.
and shot
It
him
was with a
20.
pencil.
But you know, so the part about it is like he did that and then
You
choked her.
didn't say any of that part.
And the choking part, and then
I was choking that bitch, and while I was choking her, she was deleting the text message. She didn't care about air, nigga. She didn't care about air at all.
My whole thing
That's how I knew. I was like, oh, she don't care about air? She don't care about air?
I don't understand how treacherous was the text that she had to delete that shit
It
right.
was just a dick in her face.
It was
Bro,
probably
it's
J
that
Guy. J Guy sent the nut photo.
It's a dick in her face.
Oh, my baby.
Dang.
Oh, no.
Out of all the stories, which one? I think this one had me like, yo. And yeah, that was just wild.
You know, this is when the documentary cuts on Netflix and they start talking about the dude in the
Yeah.
trial.
Oh, yeah.
This was just the footage that they showed.
Yeah, this was the precursor to when we end up.
My
on
favorite
Evil
one was
Genius
the
2.
My favorite one was the Guild. It's like
I didn't. Yeah,
That's because you
that's
a
not
nerd,
shocking
bro.
to me.
You a
Like there are some
nerd.
dudes who have really good like fucking keyboard game. Like they
What?
could- yeah, there are dudes.
Fucking
who
What?
have
Like,
great
you don't gotta see that. I guess. You know why you're right? Because catfish exists.
Yeah, keyboard
Serenade.
game is real
whole
shit.
Season.
That's an industry.
Yeah,
It is.
Keyboard
Catfishing.
game is real.
It
Like,
is.
That's why I was sitting there. I'm like, this
Have you
isn't
ever seen a
shocking.
hot chick on Catfish being like, I can't believe?
Yeah,
No.
no, I've seen
That
some
I-
attractive girls on there.
yeah,
Really?
yeah, because there'll be an ugly dude playing her.
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen that.
Well, I've
They
never
usually
seen a
used to-
Oh no,
traffic
I've seen
girl.
like women who have been catfished by
so
like
one of those, like,
a
oh,
gay
I used to
woman
weigh
who's pretending
300
to be a
pounds.
dude.
I used to weigh 500 pounds, and I lost.
Talking, what you saying, bro?
I've seen like I've watched Catfish and there's like
Yeah.
fucking. All right, before I'm fucking, I don't even care anymore. Phil is like
Yeah,
10
yeah,
seconds from committing assault. Like I have seen this look before.
I'm just-
He's just like, I need to finish drinking
This
this.
is that.
So when this podcast turns into
This
an
that.
episode
Hey.
of Jerry Springer,
It's that, I hate this nigga.
it was not even I hate this nigga. I'm about to knock this nigga clean the fuck out.
Never that. No.
You see,
Yo,
your eyes
yo.
say a very different story.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
J Guy drunk is one of the most insufferable people I've ever met.
And again, you let
No.
him drink for
Bro,
your
bro.
podcast.
I didn't because usually.
Wait, hold on. How fun am I? though?
Hold on, wait. Let me
I'm
tell
so
you,
fun,
because like
though.
for comics, like it's like second nature that when we started off, they'll pay us in drinks. So it's just like we're used to just shooting the shit and drinking, you know what I'm saying? But this dude, bro, like, let me tell you,
got
bro,
me
we did a
Damn,
birthday show, right?
Suffer.
And this nigga was drunk,
Yep.
but he played it off because
I feel
usually
like everybody
Jay,
has a J Guy drunk story.
usually Jay, no, real,
I have one.
real nigga shit, bro. Jay's usually quiet and in the cut on some like Kaiser Soze type shit. Like he's very to himself.
I am.
And he's drunk, right? And he played it off like, hey man, I'm just gonna make. We're at this place in West Palm. We did stand up, and there was a
E.R.
phone
Bradley.
in the kitchen,
Yeah.
right? He's like, all right, and then he picks it up, and he's like, I'm gonna call my ex, and then he goes to like kind of like cry like, no man, fuck that bitch, and then he started trying to call her through that phone,
First
and
of
we're
all-
like, this thing. So he would have called the cooks,
Yeah,
thinking
I
that was
thought
his girl.
I thought it was hilarious. You know, I
And
don't
we're
know
looking
her
at
number
her-
by heart like that. 906.
and so boom. So we're just like, yo, this dude's really fucked up. So we go outside and there's
That's
a
all I remember
And so
from
I
that.
see him on his car. He's just leaning, and this white dude comes out. Hey man, I just watched that car. And then we're like, yo, that's not Jay Guy's car.
Nope.
And then he tells this random guy. He tells this guy, look at him pour it. Look at
Yeah.
this.
At least it's soda, huh?
Is it
This soda
soda?
is just ginger ale, bro.
Is
Look,
it?
That was super smooth. I don't know what this guy's talking about. I'm gonna destroy. his
Like they did
credibility
not see
right now.
30 minutes prior of you.
Yeah, no, that's I like if I had more, if I was
Right.
Just a
still
cup.
editing this, I would have just zoomed in on that. So like pause.
And you know what's the craziest part? This dude's like, hey man, I just got my car washed. He goes, well, wash it again. Laughs and walks away.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah. But then again, it's 6 comedians with him. So he's
Yeah.
probably feeling like, what's
I'm
up?
very likable. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
I'm going to close this segment of this episode out.
Very likable.
This was the attempt of a Q&A before Jay Guy got too sauced up. That's all good, bro. Give it up for Jay Guy, the comedian, and give it up for the homie Hennessy Williams, closing out this segment of the Q&A of the Papi Negro podcast. And give a shout out to the homeboy, Azam, for being behind the board.
Hey,
Boom.
that guy.